Brian McCaffrey here, Brendan Graber there. Welcome to IGN. We're talking about the ending of A Way Out, Brendan, which the cinematic co-op adventure from Josef Fares and the Hazelight team, a game that we really liked, gave it a great score, 8.3, if memory serves correctly. And one of the things we liked about it most, you were my co-op partner the entire way. I was Vincent, you were Leo, was the ending. What an incredible ending.
Spoilers, you find a way out. It's just not the one you thought you'd find.
So yeah, obvious spoiler warning should be plastered all over this video, but turn back now if you have not finished or don't want to be spoiled for A Way Out. So, Brendan, the title A Way Out really proved to be accurate in more ways than just one.
Yeah, it would start as a way out from a prison break and then trying to escape the cops, trying to find a way to like redeem yourself by taking down this drug lord, and then finally a way out to survive against each other.
A way out of this world.
A way out of this world.
For one of you.
Yeah.
Or the other, depending which ending you're doing. So.
Two endings.
But yeah, I wanted to start with the fact, before we get into each ending, I loved how the stories ended up really intertwining. We ended up, we learned the backstories of each character over the course of the game, and then at the end, with the gut punch, it turns out they were both a lot more linked than we thought.
Yeah, the whole time you get tidbits of their past. You get Vincent's story was he wanted to avenge his brother who died from this drug lord that Leo also wants to get revenge on because they sent an assassin after him.
Yeah.
It's only at the end that they kind of flashback and say, oh, by the way, Vincent's an undercover cop. His brother was also an undercover cop who was shot by the drug lord that was meeting with Leo.
Leo, yes. Yeah, I thought that was really cool the way they connected those. So, the ending, they're really, whoever wins still loses.
Yeah, that's kind of the way that it sets you against each other. So you've had the whole time bonding, having fun together. Then it's a fight to the death, and you're like, okay, if I'm the one who comes out, I win the game. But then you still have to see what happens to the other side of the story.
And it's terrible.
It's heart-wrenching.
You feel awful for what's happened. So let's start. When you and I played, of course, we played the entire game together. You, as Leo, managed to
mash that button.
Yeah, I beat you in arm wrestling. I beat you in Connect 4, but you got me when it counted at the end. So walk us through what happened when Leo takes out.
There's probably a defining moment when after Leo shoots Vincent, or Vincent's lying, dying on the ground, and then you recall back to right before this all went down.
About 2/3 or 3/4 of the way through the game.
Yeah, almost near that reversal. They're on the plane back, and Leo's like, "Hey, Vincent, you should write a letter to your wife to apologize." He doesn't know why they're fighting because he's an undercover cop, but he's like, "You should write a letter." So he actually does. So as he's dying,
it turns out his wife was super mad because he's agreed to go into prison as an undercover cop. She wasn't mad just because he was a bad person. It was because he was committing to this horrible thing that would take him away from their unborn child, their new family.
Yeah. So in his last moments, you have that one final bro moment of holding out your hands so that Leo can take the letter. Even though he just killed him, he still has some sort of soul left in him. And then you get to see what happens to Leo versus Vincent's side, where Leo's like, okay, kid, wife, let's pack up, let's get out of here. On the road, we're free now. But before he does that, he goes to the home of Vincent's wife,
Carol.
and he leaves the letter on the door and walks away. And you get to see her sobbing and crying, the funeral for Vincent, the 21 gun salute, and it's interposed as it's going back and forth between like the lighthearted or like more hopeful ending for Leo and the dark ending for people who knew Vincent.
Yeah, and then real quick, when we loaded it back up, when Vincent wins,
then he goes to the home where Leo's wife and kid are staying. He's like, "Hey son, wait outside," and you don't see him actually say it, but you see like their reactions of him telling his wife, like, "Hey, Leo's dead." And I don't know if he even said like, "I killed him."
And who you've met her, of course, earlier in the game.
Yeah, she was like, Vincent played ball with the kid.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, "Hey, killed your dad. At least I got a way out." And then like his wife lets him back in the home. He's like, "Hey, here's my letter. I'm really sorry."
Yeah. A way out in more ways than one.
Oh, yeah.
Super gut-wrenching, but a wonderful finale to that game. So if you missed our review, obviously we just spoiled the whole game for you, but check out our review. If you haven't seen it, maybe you were waiting till after you finished it to check out reviews. And for more on all things games, you're in the right place right here at IGN.
Team Leo.